Diving headfirst into a very special edition of The Underground. It is Ned, joined by Hatebreed guitarist Wayne Lozinak. Wayne, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm going really well, man. Very amped up for this new Hatebreed album. But first up, I've been asking all my guests this, Wayne. How have you sort of been surviving the pandemic?
Just trying to stay positive mostly, but it's definitely a bad time for anyone who's a musician and someone like me who has been touring, playing shows for a while now. And even when I'm home, I actually like to go see live bands play. So that's like my whole world is like turned upside down right now. But just trying to stay positive and trying to look for the future. We got a beer that just was launched. I don't know if you've seen that or not. It's called.
I actually did.
It's called Breedbrew.
Yes, that's very cool.
That's literally the only thing really we've been able to do. We kind of had a couple socially distanced events where it was kind of like a beer tasting / meet and greet. So we're kind of doing that, and now finally the album's coming out. So we're getting ready to. We're really been pushing that and getting ready for that to come out. But other than that, just relaxing and riding my motorcycle now that I have time that I'm home. But that's about it.
Oh, that's nice right there. What sort of bike do you have, man?
2008 Harley Davidson Softail Custom.
Woo! Look out. That is a bunch of fun. But changing things up to the album, it's coming out Friday, November 27. Is that right?
Yeah. The day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, there you go. What can you tell us about this one, Weight of the False Self?
Well, I think it still has the same basic elements that you're used to with the Hatebreed album. We haven't really strayed too far from the formula, but I think we tried to take it up a notch a little bit on this one with the production. I think the guitars are a little heavier and fuller. We worked on it. I worked on it with Zeus, our producer, who we've been working with forever. A great friend, great producer. And I think there's some of them that we have a little slightly more maybe metal sounding, slightly more technical than I think some of our other stuff. And there's a few more guitar solos on this album too. So I'm always happy with that one, having to get to play some guitar solos every now and then in a Hatebreed song, since we're not really known for that.
Yeah, it still definitely does have that Hatebreed sound to it. It's definitely going to wake up the neighbors sort of thing, man. Like there's no sort of signs of slowing down on the 8th studio album, Wayne.
No, definitely not. We're still tried and true, keeping it going fast and hard.
I like it. Was it recorded during COVID or was it before COVID? How long have you sort of been sitting on this?
We actually started pre-production last November. So we were in the studio. Our last show was last October. So that's the last time we played together. The tour was over in October. We went right into the studio in November, and it was pretty much finished in January. So it's been sitting there. We were supposed to start a whole new world tour in March. The album was supposed to come out in May. We had a whole, everything planned and everything. It's just been sitting there since January, basically finished, waiting to get put out there. So I'm glad it's finally coming out.
Yeah, very exciting times. And glad you put it out during COVID too, because one of the positive things I think about COVID is all the great music that's been coming out during it, man. It sort of kept us entertained, I guess.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what I was saying. I was like, because at first we weren't sure if we were gonna wait till we can tour to promote it, because it is still a business, with the record label and everything, and everyone wants to kind of make it work. But I was like, we gotta just put it out for just because there's nothing else going on. So at least we can give them something to hold them over until they can go to a show again. So I'm very glad that it's coming out.
Yeah, get that mosh pit happening in the backyard sort of deal, Wayne.
Definitely.
The artwork's cool. Is there any meaning behind it or anything like that?
I think that was done by Eliron Cantor, and he actually did one of our other albums, the Divinity of Purpose, and that was Jamie's idea. He went to the artist and he just wanted something kind of powerful imagery. It like kind of has like almost like an old school painting feel to it, and it's just like I tell everyone else, our artwork is up to your interpretation. But I think it's definitely a great piece, and it just looks really, really artsy from like an old style kind of thing.
Yeah, it's one of those sort of pieces of artwork. I think I could show my mom and she'd be like, I'd like to listen to this album.
Exactly.
Man, how about video-wise, Instinctive Slaughterhouse? That was a damn good one. That sort of also with your big graphic
Slaughter Lust, actually. Slaughter Lust, which is a word that Jamie made up. So that's probably why you were confused there when you were reading it. So he wanted something like, I guess, like Slayer as Repentless. And there's some other bands with some other things. So he wanted to try his hand in inventing a word. So, yeah, Slaughter Lust.
Yeah, it's a cool video, though, man. Do you have any more in the works?
I would like. We were thinking about us actually being in a video. We were going to try and film one, but nothing at the moment. But there's definitely something coming out now. I just don't know when. But yeah, that one's a cool one. The graffiti piece that the guy threw up looks great.
Yeah, it's fantastic right there, man. And you mentioned the brew before, Breedbrew. How cool is it to have your own beer?
Oh, it's great. It's like, especially another thing that, nothing's going on now. So we figured, what could we do to get something out during this pandemic? And our bass player actually worked really close with the brewery called Witch Doctor Brewing up in Southington, Connecticut. So we kind of gave them our ideas of how we wanted to taste. It's not like a strong IPA or anything. It's just like a Pilsner lager type beer. And then if you've seen the artwork, the can looks really cool too. So even if you don't drink beer, just having the can itself is cool. So that's definitely a cool thing. We're working on getting it shipped out hopefully soon. Right now it's only available in Connecticut, but it'll be shipped out hopefully soon.
Yeah, we need to get some of those down here. It's very cool with the Hatebreed logo sort of there. I really think it's cool. Yeah, very cool, man. All right, switching things up to you personally, is there a surprising fact that might spin your fans out to find out about you?
Not too much. The only thing maybe is that I definitely have been known to listen to a lot of Beyonce and Rihanna every now and then. I'm a fan of those ladies and their music. It definitely doesn't fit our genre or what you would think, but that's probably the most surprising thing.
That's caught me off guard, man. All right, how about a recommendation then, Wayne? I suppose apart from the latest Beyonce album, whatever that may be, do you have a recommendation? It doesn't have to be music; it can be anything.
Recommendation. Yeah, try our Breedbrew when it's available. That's my recommendation. And wait to the fall self when it comes out November 27th.
Yeah, it's going to be a damn good one. I've heard a preview of it, man. Very much,
nice.
Very much thinking about it. And you're coming back out here next July. That's right. Yeah, heading back to Australia with Parkway Drive every time I die.
I hope so. I mean, we're right now there's just stuff that's scheduled to come, but who. We got to, as long as the world is opened up and everything. I mean, because right now we're scheduled to start in March with Parkway Drive in Europe. So we'll see if COVID allows, I guess I should say.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's one of those things. Watch this space and see what happens, I guess. But hopefully we get back to a bit of normality in 2021 because it's been way too long.
Oh, definitely. Especially for us. I mean, it's been over a year already since we played our last show.
That's crazy. All right, man. So talking about Australia, what are your sort of fondest memories of being out here?
Well, Australia, I just remember the beautiful weather and scenery. And then, as always, the Soundwave festivals, just playing with tons of bands and then having the fly to each show. Like basically the plane is all the bands from the touring festival kind of thing on the plane. So like, just walking by Marilyn Manson and guys in Slipknot and everything, just all on one plane, just traveling together. It was like a traveling circus, and those shows are always great. I love playing those festivals.
Oh yeah. Well, again, let's hope we get another one of those soon.
Yeah.
That's very awesome right there, man. And you've been out here a bunch of times. Have you picked up on a good Australian accent?
I have not. I'll have to get back to you on that one.
I was hoping you'd give us one. Well, Weight of the False Self is heading your way November 27th. Be sure to pre-order it now at hatebreed.com. Hit this man up at Instagram.
Also, martyrstore.net also. You can get it on.
Oh, hell yeah. And Instagram and Twitter at Wayne Lozinak.
Yes,
sure
sir.
to hit you up. Yeah. Thank you so
Yes,
much
sir.
for joining us, Wayne. Really appreciate it, man.
All right. Thank you.